It's okay to be number two. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. It's okay to be.
What on earth is going on? The Royal Rumble WWE style has begun. Teofimo Lopez sent shots at Shakur Stevenson. Shakur responded. Shakur then gets into it with George Kambosos, former foe and opponent of Teofimo Lopez. I'm gonna try to break everything down in this video. Stay tuned. Let's talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, I'm gonna keep saying this, but I hopefully won't have to keep saying this. Subscribe to the channel. I'm the best in boxing, and it's not even close. To get caught up, check out the previous videos. So Teofimo Lopez, I'm just gonna give you the cliff notes. You guys really gotta watch those videos in detail. So Teofimo Lopez took shots at Shakur Stevenson, Sean Porter podcast. He said that, basically Shakur's boring and he getting paid $4 million to put people to sleep, right? Shakur Stevenson clapped back. He said, these dudes are so shiesty. They be in your face 1 minute like they're your mans and ish, but talk crazy about you the next. Ninja, then in reality, they forget the bad nights that they have. So basically, this initial comment from Teofimo Lopez is making his rounds, and it kicked everything off. Teo took shots at Shakur Stevenson being boring. Shakur said these dudes is shiesty, and then it's been full steam ahead, Royal Rumble style since then. Shakur Stevenson says, boy, you got my notifications on. You want some attention? Lil Ninja tweet me after every tweet like a little whoa, begging for attention. Here you go, lil bruh. And this was to Dean the Great. So Shakur, he's just on Twitter beefing with everybody. Ryan Garcia yesterday and Dean the Great, Kambosos, Teofimo. I mean, it's getting crazy. Teofimo responded and says, nah, it's different. Once you sized me up at the locker room, I was just trying to support you on your night, yet you were focused on me. But don't stress it. Me and Jay the Pinky are good businessmen. Happy holidays, champ. Shakur says, dang, you felt some type of way because I sized you up, Ninja? Ha ha ha, crying emoji. Well, Mr. Entertainer, when the time come, I'll be ready. Okay, say no more, gangster. Just stay out my face. I don't F with fake support or fake love. I'm too genuine for that. So that's Shakur's response to Teofimo. Teofimo says, talk about that jab, right? Tough crowd. Can't even call you a G at this point. So they're just back and forth trading words nonstop. Shakur Stevenson's reply to that would be, nah, I'm talking about the asthma you had when Kambosos bum butt was punching your face in and you couldn't breathe. Crying emoji. Or the time when you fought Sandor Martin and had to ask yourself, quote, do I still got it? You weird at ninjas, stay out of my face, RS, real ish, and there won't ever be no issues. Wow. Since Shakur mentioned Kambosos jumped in the mix and he says, bum, you a flop. Don't be bringing me into your Twitterson beefs, both of y'all. I got ammo today, asthma, crying emoji. A great excuse, just like your supposed hand. Don't start me, little man. So he said that's a great, he's getting at Shakur. He's saying that's a great excuse, just like your supposed hand. Don't start me, little man. You a nobody now. 4,800 people at your fight. Half walked out in round 9. The other half were asleep. Okay, so Kambosos in the mix with it. He in the mix like Twix. Shakur Stevenson says, your last fight was in Oklahoma with 500 people there. Did you forget? I went to the fight. And bro, I don't have no words for you, gangster. I can't go back and forth with no ninja who said no to fighting me. George Kambosos says, your next fight gonna be in front of 50 people at the local YMCA, crying emoji. Ish, they'll have you fighting on a Tuesday at 2 a.m. after the late night shows. Oh, wow. Mine in another stadium. I'm trying to break my record of over 45,000 attendance next in a real fight. A proper shootout. Sit down, little man. Oh, wow. Fans saying 10-7 round for Kambosos. God dang, crying. Shakur getting violated by Kambosos. Hey, y'all tripping online. Teo versus Kambosos 2 needs to happen. People enjoying it, I guess. Kambosos too funny. Dang, George, that was a good comeback. They see Shakur. I don't know why he's staying on Twitter. Like it's crazy. He's a talented fighter, but now people are saying that Kambosos is feeding you with the comebacks. Teofimo's getting at you, calling you boring. It's just why go there? Especially like with Edwin De Los Santos, he's saying you Shakur Twitterson and stuff like that. This clip of Floyd Mayweather saying you number 2, and then Shakur responds, "Yeah, okay, champ." My thing is this is like Edwin De Los Santos called you Shakur Twitterson. You said you were going to teach him a lesson, make him say your name correctly, yada, yada, yada. And then a lot of people didn't feel enthused after the performance. And then now you're beefing with literally everybody. I just told you, I showed you. Dean the Great, Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos, Devin Haney at times. You know, you say you and Tank is the biggest fight. This is a lot of like online beefs, probably responding to some customers. You were just yesterday, were going in and back and forth with Ryan Garcia. And now you're making the Shakur Twitterson, or whatever people are saying, Shakira Twitterson, you're making that actually a thing. And it's weird. It seems like some of these fighters should get PR people or have the PR people snatch their phones, because it's non-conducive to the fighter. I'll just say that. Non-conducive to the fighter. Shakur Stevenson, Olympian, top talent, and not the greatest showing in his last fight. Cool. You live and learn. You said it was your hand, whatever the case is. And now people are roasting you. Fans are roasting you for the performance. And instead of doing like James Bond, live and let die, and just come back stronger, or rematch Edwin De Los Santos and shut him up and prove definitively, that's what the greats would do. Floyd Mayweather, Castillo, Mayweather, Maidana. You even have recent guys like Andre Ward Kovalev, or more recent than that, Jermell Charlo versus Castano and Harrison. So really, Shakur is beefing with everybody except for Edwin De Los Santos. And to me, that's the guy you should really be mentioning the most to set the record straight, based on if you felt you could have did better or looked sharper. And he's saying you're Shakira Twitterson or Shakur Twitterson or whatever people are saying, and you were saying you're injured. That seems like it should be Shakur's focus. But instead, he's getting in online spats with Teofimo Lopez, and Teo's trying to roast you. Kambosos is trying to roast you. And you randomly took shots at George Kambosos. First of all, yesterday you and Ryan Garcia got into it, right? Today you're getting into it with Teofimo because of comments he said. Everybody's saying the fight was boring. It's not just Teofimo or Ryan, but Shakur, taking offense to it or whatever, he's responding and clapping back to these people. But realistically speaking, there was really not a reason to throw George Kambosos in the mix. But in an attempt to insult Teofimo Lopez, you brought him in the mix, and then he started coming with some comebacks and stuff. And then now the fans are saying Kambosos is getting at you. And here's the thing, if we're really being real, Kambosos and Devin Haney, they had packed in a stadium. And I don't think it was the best showing for Kambosos, namely in the first fight or even the second fight. People weren't saying he ran and all that type of stuff. And they weren't bored per se with both fights. But moreover, more like contemporary stuff, I don't think Kambosos looked great versus Maxie Hughes. It is what it is. But you're calling him a bum, and his next fight is likely to be Lomachenko, and Lomachenko has a good profile. Kambosos has a good name, especially in Australia. So if they fight in Australia, it's probably not going to be on a Thursday night. It's going to get the red carpet treatment. That's the type of fight that Top Rank will definitely advertise and not put on a Thursday. And Kambosos is right. It will have probably a good attendance because people would want to see that particular fight, see if Kambosos can beat a guy like Lomachenko. So the point I'm making is I think Shakur Stevenson is just getting in a bunch of online beefs, and he's like lending credence and making the Shakur Twitterson nickname really stick when he could just be, he literally said, and it's not my opinion. And when I say these things, people get mad like I'm hating. I don't have no reason to hate on no fighter, but I do have an opinion. I'm a man, and I'm a man with an opinion. Shakur looked like this after his fight with Kambosos. It didn't look like you were thrilled with your performance. You even apologized to the boxing legends. Post-fight, in the interview, Shakur Twitterson or whatever, Stevenson, he literally said, and I had to catch myself, I didn't mean to call him Shakur Twitterson, but it's getting hard not to, you know? But here's the thing. Post-fight, he said he needs to start taking breaks from the gym, taking time off to himself, chilling and maxing and relaxing, and not being in the gym and worried about boxing and the media and stuff like that. But I don't really feel like he's doing that. He's not even he said he was going to enjoy the holidays with his family, but he's literally beefing with everybody under the sun. Dean the Great. I don't even know who that is for real. I just seen his name before. So that's like, I guess an influencer turned boxer. You're beefing with him, Ryan, like all concurrently. Teofimo, and I don't know, maybe it's just this new generation and I'm old school, but I ain't giving all these looks to my ops, and like people like you giving them opportunities to shine. Like, oh, that was a good comeback, Kambosos. And instead of just minding your business, and if the fight ain't made and you're not fighting them, what's the point of it? You know what I mean? What's the point of really engaging in all this, especially if people are calling you Twitterson and stuff? It just, to me, it don't make sense. If it ain't about a fight, and it don't make sense. And then furthermore, based on the public outcry of your last performance, just work on improving and getting better, or rest and recover and just come back stronger. But instead, he's letting people potentially get the best of him in these online spats, or at least that's what fans are saying. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm about to get something to eat. I'm starving. Subscribe to my channel because I'm hungry.